Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video is going to be a bit of a declutter. It's been, 4 months since my last declutter, and I have a lot of stuff that I am ready to let go and pass along. The first couple of things are going to be skincare related, and most of them are things that I have already passed along and I don't have to show you. The first being 2 full-size Garnier Micellar waterproof waters, the waterproof ones with the blue cap. I passed those 2 along to a friend who really likes the product. I don't use micellar water in that way that I would need a waterproof version. The other thing is the Garnier Skin Active Clearly Brighter Moisturizer. I had 2 full-size bottles of it, and the expiration date is at the end of the year, and I knew that I would not get through 2 full-size moisturizers. They're 2.5 ounces each, so there was no way I was going to get through them before they expired, so I passed those 2 along as well. And then the next skincare thing that I'm passing on is a giant bottle of Dickinson's oil-free original witch hazel pore perfecting toner. I just have a ton of toner, and I feel like I would rather just pass this on to someone who can use it now rather than have this sit in my closet for 6, 8, 12 more months before I actually get to this. So that's gone. I have 2 big perfumes that I'm getting rid of. And you can see they're like covered in dust because I never use them. So I have Vera Wang Princess and Juicy Couture. I think it's just like Viva La Juicy. I don't know. I bought these secondhand from someone who was selling the testers from a store, and I just don't like either of these on myself. For the Vera Wang Princess, like whenever I wear it, people would compliment me and ask me what I'm wearing, but I never liked the way that it smelled on me, so I'm not wearing the perfume for other people, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. And then the Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy is just very warm and gourmand. It's very caramelly, and I don't like the way that it smells on me. It's not a scent that I gravitate to, and I'm just gonna get rid of it. So the rest of the stuff here, I believe, is all makeup related. It's actually a lot of lip products. If you saw my makeup inventory declutter thing, at the beginning of the year I had like 60 something regular lipsticks. I had almost 100 lip products altogether. No, over 100 lip products altogether. And so I've just been going through everything that I have and really trying to think about whether I would actually want to use it enough to pan it, if I like the formula enough, if it's not bad. I'm checking to see if anything has expired. Just trying to be more critical of what I have. So I have a ton of lip products here, and I have some other stuff here. Let me just grab things at random. The first thing I'm getting rid of is this palette from Wet n Wild. It's the Fergie collection, Photo Op eyeshadow in Desert Festival, and I was really only keeping this for the orange because that's the only exciting part of this palette, is that matte orange. But I have the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I also have the Lime Crime Venus palette. So I do have similar shades in my collection. I don't need to keep this. I never use these 2 darker colors. This is too dark for a brow bone, and I just don't really care for the shimmery light orange color. So I am going to get rid of that finally. I'm getting rid of at least 1 blush. This is the Revlon powder blush in Marvelous, and you can see I loved the crap out of this. This is well loved. Look at how big that pan is. But it just smells weird now, and I don't feel comfortable putting it on my face because of the way it smells, so that's getting tossed. I have 2 nail polishes that I'm passing along. This is a mini Ciate called Playdate. I got this in a swap. It was like a bonus, extra item that she threw in there for me, but I just don't gravitate towards this kind of pinky cherry red kind of color. I do like a bright true red, but I don't like this pinky toned red, so I'm going to pass that on. I'm also getting rid of this one from Sinful Colors. This is in Dead On. This was from a Halloween collection, and it's really pretty in the bottle. It's like this glow-in-the-dark pink purple base with these glitters, and then there's little skull and crossbone glitters in it too. But the formula is just so thin that I don't get the effect that I want from it, and I never reach for it. So I don't feel bad getting rid of this. I paid 19 cents for it, so it's okay that I'm passing it along. So that's going. I'm getting rid of these two pure eye polishes. I passed along a couple of these already. I've literally never put any of these on my eyes. But these are in, what, satin and silk, and I'm not interested in trying them. They're kind of old and getting dry and starting to separate in the little pots. I don't know. I regret purchasing all of these. It is what it is. I'm also getting rid of two of these L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows. I have Glistening Garnet and Bronzed Taupe. Bronzed Taupe is just a little bit darker than I would want to have for a shadow of this formula. I usually like these Infallibles in brighter shades, really fun metallic bright shades, and this is just too dark for me. And then Glistening Garnet, it has a sticker on it. I bought it on clearance at Kmart for $2, and it's just like that pomegranate like garnety color. It's pretty, but I have other shadows in my collection and I don't think I would reach for this very often, so I'm just gonna pass it on. I have one more beauty item before we get into all of the lipsticks and lip products. But this is the Scone Brow Wand Eyebrow Pencil. I got this in a swap recently, and it is, first of all, super dry, and it doesn't scroll up. Like, do you see? Like, I can press it down, it'll come up, and it's just like, it's so dry, and the product, I don't know. No, I'm done. I don't care. I don't like having hard pencils. I feel like every time I use a hard pencil, I pull out more brow hairs, and I hate that. Like, why? I would rather have a more creamy brow pencil, sort of like middle of the road, kind of creamy but not too creamy kind of thing, and that's just way too dry, and the packaging is broken anyway, so goodbye. Let's get into this. Let me show you what I'm getting rid of because it's expired. The first ones here are really disappointing because I really liked them. These are the Pacifica Power of Love Powerful Color Natural Lipsticks. I have Sweet One, Nudie Red, and Tender Heart. So they're all like really nice neutral colors. My favorite was Nudie Red. You can see it's like beat up. And then this one here. They're really nice neutral colors. However, I recently applied Nudie Red onto my lips, and like they've always smelled like crayons. They've always smelled kind of waxy, and I don't know. But this one had a really bad taste to it, and so these all were sent out in Ipsy bags in the same month. So if one is bad, probably all of them are bad, and I'd rather just move them on out. Oh, I did have more beauty products that were not lipstick related, but this one has expired as well. This is the Jessie's Girl eyeshadow primer. It stinks. I'm not even gonna open it. It stinks, and I'm gonna get rid of it. No reason to keep it. This is the NYX matte lipstick in Natural, and again, it smells bad. I did use this quite a bit, as you can see, and I liked the formula, but it's gone bad, and I've got to get rid of it. Rip. And this was another non-lipstick product, but nope, just kidding. This one. This is the Ico Me and My Shadow Waterproof Shadow Liner in Quartz. It's a really pretty color, but it fell out of the tube once and it fell on the floor, and no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna try and like save it and sanitize it because I have so many of these eye pencils, these eye bases, that I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna put that to my eye knowing that it fell on the floor. It is what it is. Alright, so as I was saying, I'm getting rid of a lot of these simply because they're old and I would not want to pan them. The first three being from Sally Hansen. These are their Color Fast Tint and Moisture Balms. I've got, I can't even read this, Get Mauvin, Happy Berry, and Nude and Natural. and they're okay, but they're very old. I bought these like 4 years ago when they were on clearance, and I paid like $1.24 a piece for these. They're old, and I would not want to try and pan them. I don't care about them. I don't really care for like these balmy tinted things anymore, so those are gonna go. Similarly, weren't these like all the hype in like 2012? I don't even know how long ago it was, but these are the Revlon Color Burst Lip Butters. I've got Sugar Plum, Pink Truffle, and Berry Smoothie. At the beginning of the year when I was doing my declutter, I kept these thinking that I would want to throw them into panning projects, but they're just old and I don't care for this formula. I've said this before, I prefer wearing liquid lipsticks at this point because I can wear them the entire workday and they survive, and I don't have to touch up and I don't have to worry about them transferring or moving anywhere. I just prefer them on a day-to-day basis. So this kind of formula that's very like balmy, where you would need to reapply, is like the antithesis of what I like at this point. So these are getting passed on. Another one that's sort of that balmy consistency, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Slicks Balm Stain in Rico Mauve. I like the color of this initially, but it does the same thing that those Revlon Kissable Balm Stains do, where it stains in a brighter color, and this turns almost hot pink and I don't like it, so that's going. This one is super old. This is the e.l.f. Matte Lip Color in Rich Red. It's a really pretty shade. It's already, I don't know if the camera saw that, but yeah, it's dried up. So that's just gonna go. I have other reds, so that's okay. This one, this NYX High Voltage Lipstick in Flutter Kiss. Such a pretty color, but it's too creamy for me. I don't like how creamy it is because it can travel outside of my lip lines really easily, and I have other shades, other colors, other products in this color that don't perform that way. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. I have one lip liner that I'm getting rid of. This is the Starlooks BoxyCharm Charmed lip liner. This is dried up. It's so dry. It doesn't even, nothing happens. Are we seeing this? Like nothing's happening. So that's gonna go. I'm not dealing with it. This is a NYX Butter Gloss in Vanilla Cream Pie. This is just too blue-based pink for me. I'm not gonna reach for it. I'd rather rehome it. These two Milani Color Statement lipsticks survived my last declutter because I do like the shades. I do like them. However, I cannot deal with the scent. The matte ones smell like vanilla, and that's fine, but these smell like watermelon or like some sort of candy, and I like the shades, I like the formula of these, but I never reach for them because of that smell. I don't want to smell it. It is what it is. Alright, next one is something that's unopened. It hasn't been used at all. This is the Essence Natural Beauty lipstick. It's a super pretty color, but it's easily dupable in my collection, so I'd rather just pass it along instead of using it. Then these are the ColourPop Lippy Sticks in Tiger, which is a sheer, and Frida, which is a satin. The sheer is similar to like those balmy, kind of like lip buttery kind of things, and I just don't go for sheer very often. And then Frida is a satin, and it sort of pulls pretty corally on me, and I just don't like the way that it looks. So there's that. We're almost finished. The next two I recently acquired, and I found that I don't really like the texture of these lipsticks. These are the Wet n Wild, I don't know what these are called, Silk Finish or something. They're the 99-cent ones. But I have Cashmere and Breeze. I got Cashmere because LS wore this in a video quite a few months ago, and it looked so good on her. It looked so good, and I was like, I want to look like her, and I bought it, and I'm like, no, there's no way that I can pull this off. And then Breeze, it's a pretty color. I have another lipstick smeared on it, but it's pretty. But both of these are like very pearly, and I thought I would keep Breeze as like a lip topper to put like in the center of the lips, but I'm just not going to reach for it. These are very almost greasy, waxy kind of a formula, and I just don't like the way that it feels on the lips, and I don't really like the way that either of them look on their own on the lips, and I would not want to try and pan either one of these, so they're gonna go. I have this Vivid Matte Liquid from Maybelline. This is in Nude Flush. It's a really pretty color. It's a very me color, but I don't like the formula of this. I don't like the moussey liquid lipsticks that don't dry down. I'm fine if a liquid lipstick doesn't dry down completely. I do like the Ofra ones especially. They don't dry down all the way, but they're very long wearing and comfortable. These, the ones that are super moussey, that are like the soft matte, like NYX kind of formula, they just smear around and they look patchy and they look weird, and this is the same way. I don't like it. I'm also getting rid of this Sephora Rouge Infusion in Peony. This was like a free sample that I got at Sephora inside JCPenney. It's like a lip stain kind of thing. I just don't like the way that it looks on my lips or the way that it wears, so that's gonna go. And then I just recently got these from my friend Fallon. Excuse me. These are the NYX Lingerie Lippies. The two that I'm getting rid of are Teddy and Beauty Mark. They're just too dark for me. I don't like the way that they look on me. But I am actually wearing another one that I got from her in Ruffle Trim, and I love it. I like the formula of these so much. I just don't like the colors of these on me, so those are gonna get rehomed. So that was everything for this declutter for spring of 2017. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you done a declutter recently? Maybe it's time to look into your collection and get rid of some stuff that's just hanging around for no reason. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy seeing what I'm decluttering. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and hopefully I will catch all of you in my next video. Bye guys.